Perfect. Okay. My name is Robin Whitworth, and I have with me today Chelsea Cozella, and she's amazing. And if I murdered your last name, you can correct it for us.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's what I usually get, but it's got like a hidden H in there, so it's pronounced Chuzella.
Oh, Chelsea Cozella.
Mhm.
So she is one of our Elevated Mother Experience clients, and she's fabulous. Will you give us a little demographic overview for us? Kind of, are you in a partnership? Do you have kids? Are you working? Like, give us a little snapshot of your life.
Yeah. Well, I am actually 34 weeks pregnant right now with our second baby. And we have a 2-year-old, almost 2-year-old right now. And both Nick and I are just working towards our dreams as we enter parenthood together and all that good stuff. I recently it's almost been a full year since I launched my health coaching business, and that has been so amazing and like achieving. But I was about almost 6 months into that, and I was realizing that something was still missing. I mean, I had all the highs and lows from starting my business and getting it running and getting it up and going from scratch off the ground. And being a mom and having all the exciting moments in life, but I still had found myself like sad and unhappy and wondering why, like, I have put all this stuff in place for myself and I was still at like this little rut. And so I definitely was like actively looking for a mentor for my business. But what I found with EMX was something so much more than just that. So that's kind of where we're at now. And done your program, and it's just been amazing, eye-opening, and has helped me so much with different curves to navigate throughout. Sorry, I have my son here right next to me, so he'll be,
As you know,
he might be
Mother
in and out
Experience.
of this video.
You'll see lots of kids running around, people coming in. This is right. It's a mom program. So I love that you shared kind of where you were and what that looks like and how you were feeling. When you said, I was looking for, kind of a business mentor. And I remember our very first call, and I remember you were kind of shocked at the connection that we felt on that call. We talked about business stuff, but we also talked about how this program would help you discover kind of the personal stuff that might be leading to where there was a lack of like personal confidence in your business and in your partnership and different stuff. Tell us a little bit about when you're like, I found so much more, but it's like you were looking for a business coach, but you decided to do this. What was that transition?
Well, I just felt a deeper connection, and I really felt that when we spoke, I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much to work on than I thought I did. And I honestly had no idea what those emotions were. And that kind of scared me in a sense. Yeah, please get down. Thank you. I'll go get. Here, Bubba. No? Okay. So I just come here. Come here. Yeah. What happened? Mommy's on a call. You want to sit up here or you want to go play with your toys?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just noticed that I needed a lot more healing than I originally thought. I thought I needed a mentor for my business. I thought I needed um like another program to follow with business or something to get me like where I needed to be. But really what I found out was that I needed like internally to recognize where my weaknesses were and where I was putting my energy, and if I was focusing on my relationship with God and where all that was at. And that's where you led me. And so I was like, if I might need a mentor later down the road for my business, I'll do that. But I strongly felt that this is what I needed right now. And it has just been like so eye-opening for me.
I'm gonna say the journey I've seen, being able to witness, has been beautiful, from being kind of new in the faith to just like what you proclaimed the other day on one of our beautiful group coaching calls was just like, wow, this girl is like rooted in her faith. You're rooted in your personal trust with that. And that, I don't think you could be coached on a business strategy and be able to even implement it without that, like you would always doubt or something. Anyway, I'll let you tell that. But so tell us, once you got into the program, what has been your favorite parts? What's been some of your biggest wins? The biggest shifts that you've seen that you're just like, yes.
Well, I kind of wrote a few things down to stay on track here because I love talking about all of it. But the biggest shifts that I definitely have noticed is that I used to have these days where like one thing would trigger me and then I would just like down spiral. The whole day would be wasted. And I would just be in my feelings and I would just be really sad. And when right before I found you, like that was happening often. And I found myself like almost kind of going into like this depression, but I was like in denial about it. And just the exercises, like all the different exercises that you put in place, someone could resonate with this one more than this one, but like doing those all together. And I did like some more than the others, but like doing those all together really made that shift for me and I didn't even really notice it. Like you just do the work and then it's like you're like all of a sudden you're like on the hilltop and you're like, whoa, how did I get here? But like I feel great. And so you kind of keep going. And then you have like days that, you have those negative thoughts, but it wasn't like it wasn't internalized. I wasn't internalizing it like I had in the past. Like it was more like surface and then like, oh, I can do this and think about this a different way now instead of really like sitting in that negative energy and letting it affect my whole day. So that's been that. I mean, honestly, like that's the biggest thing. Like nobody wants to go into a depression and stay stuck in their saddened thoughts all day long. So that's kind of where I was at. And I've noticed that I've completely come out of that and not not even like actively trying to. It was just I was just doing these things every day, these small little things every day. And then looking back, I'm just like, whoa, like I didn't think in that moment that I was making that much progress.
When you talk about that shift to being on the top of the hill, what did that look like for you? What does that mean to you to be able to have more days on top of the hill?
It like I found my inner, I found the success that I wanted in my life, the calming, the it almost like the door is open, right? Like I've opened the door for God and he is there now, and I no longer have to worry about the fears of the unknown, or if life is going to change, or when something does happen, that I will have faith and know how to react to the situation in a very positive way rather than letting it take from me.
And how, having that knowledge, I mean, that's huge. Everyone's going, what now? What kind of feeling do you have in your day? Like, how does that affect being a mom? How does that affect your business? How does that affect your partnership? Like, has it affected those things?
What say that feeling one more time? I didn't hear you.
Just like, how has that feeling affected
Oh,
your business, your partnership, being a mom? Like,
it's amazing. Like you said it in the beginning that you'll have more time when your energy shifts. I'm doing all the same things. Maybe my schedule might be even a little bit fuller now, and I'm big and pregnant right now. So, but I feel more time. Like I'm actually enjoying like the present moment with my son and Nick and my family that are here in Rapid City, and it's truly like true. Like it's like you have all this fog and you're just trying to like make it go away and wait for it to go away, and then it does, and everything's just like, okay, I have all these options and I have all these things that I can do, but like staying persistent with it is key, and staying persistent being present every day is key. And I like have heard that over and over and over again, but until I really started implementing it in my life, then things started to shift.
beautiful. Don't we all want more time freedom? Everybody wants time freedom. A lot of people think they're going to get that from a business, or a lot of it is how we're processing the world around us. What you described there, though, was abundance. You're like, wow, the doors are open. I have so many options. That's amazing. That's amazing, Chelsea. Like, to move from days where it's like one triggered emotion created like the whole day was then gone, versus I actually have a fuller schedule and I'm still feeling like I have time. That's huge. So exciting. Did anything in the program surprise you? Someone watching this, usually people that watch these videos, they're considering the program. So they're like, what's it really going to be like? Did anything in the program surprise you where you're like, I don't know about that, or I don't know?
Yeah, I was surprised at how the community that comes with this, at first I was like, okay, we're all just working on ourselves, but we're a support group. So like I talk about myself, they support me, they talk about themselves, I support them. And at first I was just like, okay, that's just how it goes. And then like as things got like we got deeper into things, or I started seeing things a different way, like the group was so magnified in a way. So like all of us, I don't know, it was just like we all just became a big family. And even though we're sitting here working on ourselves and not really like reaching out to them being like, hey, how are you doing, how's your journey, but like because we're all actively sharing our journeys together, I was just really surprised by how that would feel and how it would turn out in the end with everyone's support. So
Like all your new best girlfriends.
Right. Yeah. And I'm like a little choked up about the program ending, but I have reached out to quite a bit, and I feel like I have a good amount of new friends.
Yes.
So,
Stay connected. That's why we
mhm.
have the Elevated Mother Collective too. That's a place you could just hang out, hear all of our stuff. So that's fun. Um, what would you love to say? Someone's watching this. She's thinking about it. She's maybe a young mom too. Maybe she's wondering if she needs a business coach versus a personal coach. I don't know. But what's one thing you would really love to share with the person watching this they're considering this program or they wouldn't be watching it? What would you like to share with them?
That if you have any doubt that you can't see, the next 6 months of your life, or you have troubles opening that door for God, like this is definitely a program for you. It's I really enjoyed it because you go over like such a wide variety of faith and different ways people can implement that faith in their life. And I would just say, try it out, listen to the Friday calls, and imagine your life with those calls 3 times a week and how quick and amazing your life can change. Plus, you get a whole added community with you that really supports you in a way that I've never been supported by a community. It's not just Facebook, it's not just like that post and say, oh, good job or congrats, or like it's genuine care and genuine constructive feedback.
And what if,
One-on-ones are like
right?
I mean, yeah, the one-on-ones are really, really good too. So there's just so much value and so many different techniques to follow through this program. I couldn't finish everything in the 6 months, so I'll have a few months to still be able to like work on all the techniques that you have given me through the program. And you also get to have this awesome book that Robin gives us, and it's a PDF that you can always have a copy of forever. So,
Right? So good. So a lot of people, just in the world we live in, they hesitate on the cost. They wonder if the value is there. Is this going to be valuable enough for me to invest? And as you know now, right, investing in ourselves is more than just, what's the word, self-care.
yeah.
What is your perception now on, was it worth it? Is the value there? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, like I said, the value is absolutely there, not only with just the 3 lives a week that we get to do, you and a bunch of other women going through different struggles, or you can relate to those struggles. Um, but all the different things like journaling, and did I write it down? Um, didn't write all of the things down that you implement, but there's a lot. And you can go as slow as you want, or you can go as fast as you want. You can also, like me, like I actually kind of went off trail a little bit and did my own. I picked some of my own books out and decided to read some of my own books or my own audios, my own podcasts. And that's kind of like, once you start really getting into this type of work, things just gravitate towards you, and you're like, oh, I think I should listen to this. And you listen to it and you're like, this was sent to me from God to listen to. And that's because you've been putting that energy out there. And the value is 1,000% there. Yeah, say no brainer.
So good. So good. Any last words of wisdom? Any last thing you want to share?
Um, last words of wisdom. I mean, maybe not so much like wisdom for someone, but just my experience was that I definitely found the energy that I want to be in.
Mm, that's beautiful.
You're showstopper. So I found the energy with my significant other and with my family, and you know, I'm able to recognize things without being in a very emotional place. And it's just, that was game changing. And that just recently kind of all came together at the end there. And I was like, whoa, here it is. Like, I'm just having dinner on a normal Sunday night and everything has come together. And so yeah, I'm going to continue doing the work and continue working hard on myself because it matters. So it matters for these guys, their future, and you know, it matters for your relationship with your husband and setting them up for success and all sorts of stuff. So
Beautiful.
yeah.
Well, it's been so fun to witness your elevation of thought and see all the things that have happened for you that went beyond what you initially wanted. And that's so fun. Well, thanks for taking the time. And it was fun to have your little one here too and make it real. So good.
It is real. And that's another thing too, is that everyone's got their kids and it's real life. So
Yes, it is. All right. Thank you so much.
thank you, Robin.